Hey guys, welcome to The Last of Us theory, based on the trailer. Now, if you haven't played The Last of Us or Uncharted 4, what the fuck are you still doing here? Leave! You're still here. Fucking go! Alright, we got that out of the way. Thanks for clicking on this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And without any further ado, the theory. Naughty Dog released to us the trailer for The Last of Us 2 on Sunday, and as expected, the fans are eating it up. Naughty Dog has done an immaculate job at formulating an immersive and gripping story that the world fell in love with. The Last of Us illustrates the story of a man lost in the AIDS of the apocalypse and a young girl with a huge burden, as they work together and form a father-daughter bond to make it out alive. Although we probably won't be seeing the release of The Last of Us 2 until what I'm assuming will be 2018, it has been highly speculated as to what we are going to see next. We have heard many brief theories and ideas as to what may be in store, but yet have we seen a theory with a full analysis? That being said, let us begin. In the beginning of the trailer, we see what is obviously a firefly symbol painted over a stop sign, already leading us to believe that the setting on the trailer either is or used to be a firefly encampment. In the next scene, we see an older, more withered Ellie as he plays guitar and sings in a torn up, bloody house surrounded by bodies. Other than Ellie being older and bloodied up, we can also see that she has a tattoo of a tree over her arm where her first bite mark is. We can also see that she is clearly distraught and very angry. Next, we see a silhouetted figure walk into the house holding a revolver, who is later revealed to be Joel. As Ellie finishes her song, we hear Joel ask,
"What are you doing, kiddo? You really gonna go through with this?"
Ellie for a moment looked very, very upset, but then she responds with,
"I'm gonna find, and I'm gonna kill every last one of them."
We can then see that she is out for vengeance, and then it cuts to black, followed by
Now, first things first, let's start with what we know. If you've played through The Last of Us, you obviously know that Joel and Ellie formed an immense bond. We also know that Joel created some bad blood with the Fireflies towards the end while saving Ellie. Ellie also was never told the truth about Joel's actions. Now, from what we can speculate, Joel and Ellie most likely traveled back to Joel's brother, Tommy's village, because it's the safest and most stable living space they can go. We also know that this will be a story about hate, rather than the first game that was mostly built around the love that Joel and Ellie gained towards each other. You can also be led to believe that this story will be based around revenge. A few elements in the trailer lead us to this conclusion. The first and most obvious cue is Ellie's statement.
"I'm gonna find, and I'm gonna kill every last one of them."
The next couple cues are symbolic, those being visuals in the trailer. One of the symbols is a body in the bathroom that is missing an eye for an eye. The next, which is slightly more obvious, is the scene where you see blood roll down Ellie's face. We later see that she has a cut above her eye, but the way the shot was lined up along with the premise of this video, it is definitely not just a coincidence. In biblical terms, crying blood is symbolism for crying out for vengeance or punishment towards someone. Another meaning of this is realizing the wicked deserve to be killed. If that doesn't spell a revenge story, I don't know what does. Next, that leads us to the big question. What is the source of Ellie's rage? After lots and lots of research, I've come to the conclusion that Joel dies. I also think that Joel is dead in the trailer, but I don't think he dies in the beginning of the game. A few reasons lead me to believe this. As previously stated, Joel made some bad blood with the Fireflies and mostly got away with it. Ellie, as far as we know, still doesn't know about this, potentially meaning that she has no reason to believe that that her and Joel are being hunted. I also don't think that the Fireflies are the same group as they once were after the murder of Marlene. I feel like they disbanded the ideas that they once fought for and are now more of a gang driven by hate and rage towards Joel and Ellie that will stop at nothing to kill them. My theory is that Ellie and Joel travel back to Tommy's and live there for a while. Meanwhile, the Fireflies build up their gang and equipment in preparation to come after them. I suppose that there would probably be a big shootout resulting in the death of Tommy, Maria, and the rest of the encampment. Around this moment, I think Joel would come clean and tell Ellie why the Fireflies are after them, causing Ellie to be upset with Joel. Somehow in the midst of their bickering, Joel would be wounded and later die, later leaving Ellie to believe that Joel's death was her fault. After this moment, Ellie vows her vengeance. As the days go on and the bloodshed continues, Ellie's psyche grows worse and worse. Ellie begins to hallucinate and see the spirit of Joel, sorta as a guide, a conscience, if you will. Hence the question,
You really gonna go through with this?
Also, right before she begins to play her song, we can see her shaking. If we look back at the first game, Ellie clearly tells Sam that her biggest fear is being alone.
I'm scared of ending up alone. What about you?
If Joel and Ellie were separated and everyone she knew was dead, she would be mentally fucked up and probably led to kill everyone. Another element to note is early on in the trailer when we see Ellie's back as she plays guitar. If you look past her, you can see a shattered mirror. Now this may not mean anything to the plot, but oftentimes a broken mirror symbolizes two important factors. A broken mirror can implement that the viewer of the mirror has become corrupted and cannot be redeemed. Ellie all too conveniently sings the words,
But I can't walk on the path of the right because I'm wrong. No, I can't walk on the path of the right because I'm wrong.
Another meaning behind a broken mirror could be a link between two worlds. Perhaps I'm just reading too far into this, or Naughty Dog spent a very long time embedding subliminal messages to add a deeper meaning into their 3-minute video. If it does stand as a link between two worlds, it would further the theory that Joel is actually dead at the time of the trailer. Joel looks too pristine in this video for him to actually be alive. Another theory that I've heard is that maybe Ellie got pregnant and lost her child to someone, and now her and Joel are going to exact revenge. Personally, I don't believe this will be the case. Yes, I've seen the American Daughters Easter egg in Uncharted 4, but I honestly believe that the woman in the cover is Anna, Ellie's mother. I think this because she is wearing a gas mask, first off. We know Ellie never needed to wear a gas mask, and just because Ellie is immune to the cordyceps doesn't necessarily mean that her mother was. In the recordings found in the Firefly lab at the end of the first game, we can hear that the immunity is due to a mutation, not hereditary genetics. It is very possible that Ellie's mom would not have known that, since Ellie had not been born yet.
Is uncertain. As we've seen in all past cases, the antigenic titers of the patient's cordyceps remain high in both the serum and the cerebrospinal fluid. Blood cultures taken from the patient rapidly grow cordyceps and fungal media in the lab. However, white blood cell lines, including percentages and absolute counts, are completely normal.
If you're familiar with the other comic series for The Last of Us, American Dreams, you will know that it is an origin story about how Ellie met Riley and Marlene. Who's to say that Dark Horse Comics won't be making another origin story about how Ellie came to be? Another reason that I don't think Ellie has a child is because in the Left Behind DLC, we can learn that Ellie is either gay or bisexual. I also feel like Ellie would not want to have a child in the midst of the post-apocalyptic times at the young age of 19, and I have a good feeling that Joel wouldn't let anyone touch her.
We've heard very few theories thus far, and I'm definitely interested in hearing your thoughts. Comment below, let us know if you have anything to add, or perhaps a theory of your own. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Oh fuck! I forgot the slogan. Remember remember the eyes. They're on you. The eyes. They're all on you. Every last one of all of the eyes. All of the eyes are on you. It's very sticky. It's a slimy mat. There's a lot of eyes on you. A lot of eyes.